Well, hello there. It's a beautiful spring day over here at 1973 GMC Motorhome Rehab. What do we got going? This is a XJ6 I've got that I've been working on. That's a whole nother story. There's the old Scat in the back that's also been sitting there forever. Then we have Barbie Postal Jeep. This came with the Jaguar, and we're making progress on this. But today, we're gonna work on the GMC Motorhome, since this is what at least I do on this particular series of videos. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the brake booster. I've got a sensitized booster from Dave Lenzi, and I'm going to replace it. Now, all I've done thus far is I removed the screws off the power level 2, and I need to get these little Allen wrenches out of here and get this out of the way, and then we can look in there and we'll see the bolts. Now, many people say you have to cut the dash. I'm going to try and figure out a way to see if it's possible to do it without cutting the dash. Okay, so these are T8s, if anybody wants to know. These are just hand loosening. Let's see if these levers come off of here. I'm not sure. Whoops. I don't think we need to take that all the way out. I'm gonna have to mess with this, not on camera. Okay, so these lock it into place, but then in there's another one, so let's get that off. Okay, so that's a T10. This is quite the feat of engineering here that they do. So this comes off here, and then these two little things go into this, which in turn goes into there. So that's a lot of engineering for a little piece, but I guess these things have lasted 50 years. These are not some junk. Okay, so I've got these out of the way. This was back in there. I don't know what this mess is. Maybe that's an old radio wiring harness or something, but anyway, I'm gonna unplug that. Then we'll take a look in there and see what our booster bolts look like. Okay, so you can see there's one up there, and I'm gonna need a light. Let's see. There's one down there. Those are gonna be easy. There's one on the top left over there. You can see where my finger is. I'm pointing to that one, so that's gonna be easy. And then there's one down there, and you can't see my finger, but because these things are in the way. Anyway, down there's one. That will be the trickiest one. So let me get a light in here. All right, I've got my inverter plugged in and turned on because we're gonna need some power inside. Let's plug this light in. Okay, got our voltage on here. Now I gotta get an extension cord for this thing so I can use this light. Okay, so now we got light. Anyway, now you can see that bolt. There's that one down there. This is hard to see, but there's one over there, and there's one down there. So let's work on getting the easy ones out. I think they're 14s or 9/16ths. Okay, that's the low-hanging fruit. That's number 1, so we got that off. So now what I've done is I've taken out these screws here, and this now will pick up and move away. And by picking it up and moving it away, we can't see what's going on back here. There's the bolt. Okay, so I can get that off now. So the thing that's giving me the biggest problem now is, you see the shaft that's going through the, you know, where the pedal linkage connects to the booster, that sucker's frozen in there. So I've hit it with some Croil. I've got an Allen wrench that fits down in there. I can't move it forward or backwards. Obviously the center link is spinning fine, but it seems to be frozen into the actual linkage of the brake pedal. So I'm gonna work on that. Okay, I had to strike it very roughly. Striking it with this hammer from here over to there. I was able to push this stuff out of the way. So now you can see that, oh, you can't really see. Anyway, that's disconnected. So now I'm gonna let this dash thing go back down, and then we're gonna get that, we're gonna go outside, disconnect the, well, we don't have to disconnect the brake lines. We'll finish up in here. We'll get that last bolt off. The reason I let that back down is because we have not a lot of clearance in there to get, where is it? There it is. Wait, is that the bolt? I can't see what I'm doing here. There it is. We got to get that out. Okay, now we're going to take these two lines off. We're also going to take the master cylinder off with those two bolts, and then there's the upper one up there, and then we should be able to pull this booster out. And I guess I'm going to get a vacuum line to keep this stuff from running out of that. We don't want to have to bleed that too much. So I've got one of those upper ones out. I'm just using my deep well socket, and everything is 9/16. That's 9/16. That's 9/16. Those are 9/16, and there, and the ones up there are 9/16. Now, after I get this brake booster off, that's going to be the end of my video, because we've got it loose. I didn't have to cut anything. I put that box under there because my brake pedal was down, and I noticed my brake lights were on, so I don't want to leave it and have a dead battery. Okay, so I mean, obviously I had to get that off and finagle that thing out of there. There's my booster with a nice big bee's nest in there. So that's the stock booster. I'm going to send that back to Dave. And one of the things that he talks about is that on these master cylinders, this is a little too thick. He sent me a master cylinder. I'm assuming this is going to be cut down a little bit, so I got a few more threads sticking out. And I put the new master cylinder back on. So here's the booster that Dave sent me. You can see that's been machined down about maybe a 1/16 or maybe a little more, whereas this is the stock booster that you get, or excuse me, the stock master cylinder. So that will be nice to get a couple extra threads on there. Now let's take a look at the sensitized booster. So I'm now going to unpack this booster and then put that one back in here exactly the way this is, so I can send it back to Dave as is tradition. So good, I've got a new boot there because the one on mine was all torn up. All right, I'm gonna take two hands to get this out. Okay, there's a block of wood that goes on there, so I'm gonna put that A on there and put it right back in just the way it was. This will go down like that. All right, we've got a note saying mount with the ports down, which we can certainly do. And then I've got everything back in the box the way it came out, so I'm gonna pack this up. This is gonna go out tomorrow for sure, because I want to get that back to him and send him a check with it too. So that's it. Obviously I'm gonna put it back in the way it came out. All told, maybe 40 minutes to get that out of there, and that's with filming and having to run back and grab tools. So everything's 9/16. The 4 bolts in the inside are 9/16. The brake lines are 9/16. The nuts holding the master cylinder on are 9/16. So it's pretty straightforward, and I did not have to cut into the dash. Now mine's a 73. Maybe the later ones you have to do something. So I don't know what if there's a difference. Anyway, thank you for watching that. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. I'm going to just focus on, well, I was going to show you Dave's address, but you know what? If you go online, you can find Dave Lenzi and get one of these sensitized boosters. It's going to make stopping it much more pleasant. The other port is for a electric vacuum pump, so that if your engine dies, you would still have vacuum and you could actually stop. So I may do that next. I've seen another video with somebody who has one on there. It's apparently a little bit loud, but I think if it's mounted in the proper place, it shouldn't be an issue at all. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. See you next time. Well, I guess I'm going to finish this video. So again, you can see I've got my little battery holding under there. I've taken these screws out here. So you sort of pull up and back a little bit. And there's nothing, anyway, can't talk. There's one of them there, and the other one is also going to be very accessible. I'm touching it with my finger. So anyway, we'll continue to put this back together. Okay, there's new shiny booster and new shiny master cylinder with fully threaded nuts. So now we're just gonna take this off and fill it with some fluid, and then we'll wait to get Michelle out here to pump the brakes so we can bleed. Okay, we've got this all nice and back together again. So this is all done. That's very nice here. And now we're all done, and the amount of pressure that it takes to stop this thing is literally nothing. It is 100% amazing. It just feels great. It's like no effort at all. So this time it really concludes the video. So I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I would recommend the Dave Lenzi Sensitized Booster.